Well, another cloudy morning here in the city. I'm over at the Central Station. You can take the bus and trains from over here. You got to walk underneath the busy street over to the train station and pick up all the different trains heading all over to the city. Today we're going to do another couple tours. We're definitely going to do a Sydney Opera House tour, and from there I'm not sure. So we'll just see what the day brings.
Hey everybody, it's Mark the Lost Traveler. Got the tag on. And we're ready to travel. Just out of my face.
I guess I'm somewhat official. I bought me an Aussie hat. Actually made here in Australia. Amazing. The carnival ship Spirit is in port today. Just came in a couple hours ago. That must have been a beautiful sight coming in here this morning. The Sydney Opera House is starting to warm up a little bit. We're gonna go take the Sydney Opera House tour. All right, we're heading downstairs to start our Opera House tour with this group I'm with. Well, we got our headsets on, as you can see. We have the gentleman, he's gonna talk our way through the Opera House. Unfortunately, there's a lot of areas you cannot take pictures with. So hopefully we get some good shots in the Opera House, but he can't guarantee that. He said, other than that, take as many pictures as you want everywhere else. So let the tour begin. There's basically two levels here. The bottom, which they also do some outdoor concerts and things. And then the top level.
We have 3 smaller theatres and a sort of conference event here at every Sunday, if you like, which takes our interior performance space totally to 6.
We are heading into the first theater. And we're heading up to the stairs to the box office, concession stands, souvenirs. Got a little bit of a gift shop there. And the box office. Jones Sutherland Theater is the second largest theater. This is the southern part of the theater. We're gonna make our way over to the northern part of the theater. There she is, Joan Sutherland, an Australian and a national treasure. Now we're entering the southern part of the Opera House. Get some great views from this angle. Come up here before or after the show. Take a nice seat, have a drink, maybe some dinner or lunch, whatever they're serving. Get a nice view of the harbour out there. All right, we'll take a step outside.
It's just a gradual, it's real, and you're tethered in, yes, it's very, yeah.
Well, breezy as always, but a great view out here. As always, a lot of action in the harbor.
You've got singing march, painted black, your photos all about the stage. Opera's all about and what it does lack though is space on the wing.
Over 1 million tiles here, and they're self-cleaning. They have 3 coats on them. They have never been cleaned since the Opera House opened. Strictly no photography or recording. These are part of the pillars that hold the building up, and as you can see, there's no steel rods that are visible. There are more steel here than in the Harbour Bridge. All the wood in the building is all made here in Australia. It's from Australia. The glass is from France, and all the tiles are from Sweden. Well, unfortunately, we didn't get to really videotape because you can't do that in there, but this holds 2,673 people in the theater there. There comes my group.
Just amazing to see in person.
Well, unfortunately, didn't take too much video in there. You weren't allowed. I did get a little bit here and there, but like I said, not very much. But a couple interesting facts here. The over 1 million tiles that are on the building, they have an extra 2,000 just in case anything breaks. So since this building has been built, they've only replaced 3 tiles. And they've had over the last year 1,700 performances a year, and 9 million people have attended. And one more interesting fact I found out, this is, I believe, the 5th deepest structure in the world, and it's the parking garage. I mean, there's a lot of deep structures in the world, you know, for medical reasons or scientific or whatever, but this is the 5th deepest in the world, so that's pretty interesting. If you notice on the ground here, these like Phillips screws that are on all these panels. So if one of these panels breaks, they just unscrew and pull them up. And the reason there's large cracks in here is because when it rains, all the water filters down and it all goes out into the harbor. So no water is wasted. It's a beautiful front view. It's only about 70 stairs. A little breezy out, but still very nice out. Beautiful photo shoot for this couple right here. What a great background. A close-up look at the tile, which they've only replaced 3 out of 1 million since the existence of this building. We're gonna go feed the cockatiels again, which hopefully they'll be out and be hungry. And be hungry? What kind of wording is that? That's what everybody says when they see these birds. Mine, 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 mine. This tree right here was the inspiration for the tree at Animal Kingdom in Orlando, Florida. Looks just like the tree of life. Now, let's see if we can get one to jump on us.
I know little people want to.
I have 3.
Thanks.
A lot of activity going on right now as the cruise ship's in and people are just running around. It's a beautiful day out. That was fun feeding the birds again, even though I got a little injured, but that was all right. So we're going to leave the Sydney Opera House and the Harbour Bridge behind us, and then we're going to head off to another adventure, and I'm not sure what it's going to be. I'll just have to see myself along with you guys. We're at the MAAS Museum. Cloaking if you want to check any bags or jackets or wheelchairs or strollers. All right, everybody, I'll let you read this. This gives you the overview of what is in this museum, which is a lot. This is locomotive number 1, and it was the first train to run in New South Wales back in 1855. It's amazing they can restore these back to the original. Kind of looks like the Hogwarts Express. So the first car is first class, second class, and third class. A 1923 Grand Prix Bugatti.
These outfits were by the designer Yves Saint Laurent and worn by the French actress Catherine Deneuve in the film Place Velodrome in 1998.
Smurf collection from the 1950s.
This couch is called Monroe's Bright Red Lips. No argument there. A very large replica of the moon. Exhibition grand piano that was played at the Sydney Opera House. The Mars Lab. There's a Mars rover, and what they do here is they take rovers and other devices they're going to take to Mars and test them on this reenactment of the surface of Mars to see how they do. And over there is the control center. Up in the space section up here, Apollo astronaut, a Mercury capsule. This is a costume designed by Brian Ross, and he was a frequent winner at the Mardi Gras Costume Awards. This section is the People Machines design. The Sony Walkman, designed in Japan back in 1979. Early Apple computers designed back in 1977. Calculators, typewriters, adding machines, the old rotary phone. Well, as you can guess here, we're in the transportation section now. A 1929 Sunbeam touring motorcycle. Space shuttle mock-up. Go walking in one of the labs that they have up in space.
Well, as usual, most things in a museum is there's thousands of things to see. I just caught a few floors here and there. Just kind of an overview of what's in here. Of course, there's a lot of things from technology, design, art, sculptures, a regular cornucopia of stuff. So we're gonna head out the city and go find another site to go to.
I'm not sure where I'm heading, but I'm just gonna head down this road. I think I'm gonna go to Chinatown here. I'm on the right path. That's a pretty cool office building. This is Market City down in Paddington. This is like a giant flea market of everything. Electronics, purses, food, you name it. Just like a giant flea market. This place is just crazy. Somebody need a watch? Fresh produce. Let's go see what kind of seafood they have. Oh my God, a lot of seafood in here. Nothing like some good octopus. Definitely a lot to choose from here. It is time to make our way back outside from the craziness of this place. This is their new light rail system they're testing. They've got people on it, but it's only going a few blocks right now. Oh my God. The clown up close.
We are going up the Sydney Tower Eye. I think every place has a Madame Tussauds, but here's something pretty interesting. The oldest surviving figure is Sleeping Beauty, who is still on display in London. She is also a moving figure who looks as though she is breathing. This is a pretty cool glass sculpture of the city, and there's the eye. And then we're just gonna head down here. This is pretty neat. Oh, that is kind of freaky. The I Love Sydney. Well, we're gonna go into the theater here and see a 4D movie. I put the 3D glasses on. Would it come out? Well, we're gonna try this. Let's see.
Look at that!
We'll forget it. All right, we are now just waiting to go up on the eye here in the elevator with about 20 other people.
No floors.
There's no floors, just docks. Oh, I'm sorry. I love that. I love that. I love that ride.
6.
All right, we're out. Well, you can't see much up here. It's pretty dark. Well, off to the left there is the Sydney Harbour Bridge. You can kind of see that ship moving in the middle. Just right there is the Sydney Opera House. Pretty good view from up here. Looking down at the harbor. Sorry, I can't make this a little more lighter that you can see, but this is the best I can do. Nice ship out there. That's about the only thing you can really make out in the dark. But I'll do still photos right after the video here, give you a better look. Well, today was a pretty long day. We started out with the tour of the Sydney Opera House. Unfortunately, we couldn't take a lot of pictures and videos there because of all kinds of copyright laws and lawsuits and everything the guy was telling us. Then the museum was pretty good. A lot of things to see there, as you saw earlier. And then we finished up here on the eye. The video didn't turn out very good, so I just took a lot of pictures. Hope you like those. And then I'm not sure what we're going to do tomorrow. I'll just have to wake up and see what I'm going to do. I never know. Hope you guys like the hat. What do you think, huh? All right, and on that note, Traveler out.
Thank you.